Hey yo, it's time to roar, get loud, let's ignite. Jeremy B in the house, we keeping it tight. Every weekday at 11, we ready to ride. Lions Talk Live, come and join the pride. Waking up early, it's that morning grind. Tune in to the show, leave the troubles behind. Jeremy B's the king, with the voice like thunder. Every word he spits, it's a lyrical wonder. Got the lions around, sharp and fierce. When we hear one pride, you can't help but feel your heart pierce. Talking all the topics, keep it real, keep it raw. With a lion's mentality, we're ready for the roar. One pride, it feels right. Jeremy B bringing the heat, morning light. Every weekday at 11, we taking flight. Lions Talk Alive, yeah, we ready to bite. One pride, hear us loud. Jeremy's in the zone, making us proud.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Good afternoon. It is Lions Talk with me, Smoking Jeremy B and BA. What's up, BA?
What's going on?
How was your New Year's?
It was uneventful.
Uneventful. So was mine. We did my 2000th show that night. You were there, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
That was
Wednesday,
fun.
yeah. New Year's Eve, yeah.
Yesterday at noon, this show went nuts, and I think it had to do with the fact I was going into Rob's Twitter. Rob's daughter on New Year's Eve said she was staying the night at a friend's house, went to a party and got into an accident. And prayers up for her. I hope everything's fine. I haven't heard anything more. I know she's in the hospital. She's stable. That's great news, Nick Burton. Nick's dad had to have a pacemaker put in this morning. So it's good that he's okay. Next week, his niece has to have back surgery. I mean, his whole family's falling apart. What the heck? But prayers up for all of them.
Yeah.
But Steve Power,
Steve.
good to see you. Let's do it again. What I always do for our main fans. I got my 2 coffees ready to roll. I won't be out of coffee.
There you go.
So,
There you go.
and look, both of them.
Yeah.
But,
I think I had enough coffee for today.
I haven't. I
Maybe I
didn't
need
wake up.
some more.
I didn't get out of my room till 10. I was up before then, but I didn't get out of my room till 10 because I was setting up the shorts on the channel. Because in order for you to be able to make the shorts and edit. Oh, Ole Miss. Hey, they did their job with no Lane Kiffin.
Mm-hmm.
This may make that whole thing about wanting coaches to be able to stay till after the playoffs and bowl games are done. This may make that rule go right out the window because Ole Miss did what nobody expected them to do.
They need to change a lot of stuff in both pro football and college football about playoff coaching and stuff.
I agree. I think both. It used to be that way in the NFL, and I think they need to bring it back.
Yeah.
But I see we're both wearing our Lions hats. Where'd you get that one at?
I got this one from, was it from New Era? I think it was New Era that I got it from.
New Era or Lid? Or did you get it online?
Fanatics. I think it was Fanatics. I can't remember what the hell I got this from. It's one of them damn stores. I know I got it online. So
I think that's what we're going to end up doing is go outside the organization. John Morton said he wants to be here even if he's not the OC. And I think him stepping back into the passing game coordinator role is where he should go because that's who's vacated after this season, the tight ends coach, which is the passing game coordinator this year.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Like I said, I already voiced my opinion about that whole situation.
I know you did.
But they're going to have to go out and get a new OC. I don't know who that would be a good OC, though. I mean, I don't know. The coaches that might be fired. I mean, you got Zach Taylor probably get fired.
I kind
Uh,
of agree with this. College football is wrecked. It's just minor league football with college names on helmets anymore.
yeah,
It,
it is.
the Michigan tight end that had a good year, he decided to declare for the draft. 6'6", 250-pound tight end that nobody expected to be there, so he's entering the draft. I bet
Oh
you
yeah,
Melvin, can't remember his last name.
yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he was a
Sure.
pretty integral part of the offense
Uh,
this year for them.
it wouldn't be because that Ole Miss defense was wrecking that offensive line, would it?
Yeah, well,
I mean, and then
you-
we saw Indiana be the first team coming off the bye in the new college football format win a game.
that is going to be your national championship
I
team
do.
right there. They beat
Uh,
Ohio State and they beat Oregon, who they have to face again. So
Mendoza is going to go top 5 in the NFL. He's probably going number 1 straight to the Raiders after that performance yesterday. Rather be
no,
Pittsburgh.
Dante Moore. Dante Moore is the rated quarterback over him.
Yeah, but
So
you
we'll
know
see.
how it is with Heisman winners in the first pick overall. They usually get it.
Well, we'll see. I think Dante Moore is going to be a more polished product than Mendoza is. I think Mendoza is just a clickbait right now, but we'll see.
Hey, always take care of the wife, happy life. I get you. Um, show 2003 because I did a show last night because the South Florida Tribune, my publisher and the editor in chief, his wife, had their anniversary last night. So they didn't do a show. So Fire Up went live on Smoking Jeremy B last night. And we had fun.
All
I had
right.
Adam and Big Rich with me.
Hmm.
I said Miami could. And the biggest reason that they had that awful loss to Louisville was their standout left tackle, the guy that's considered a top 15 pick in this draft coming up. He was out because of academic suspension because he had too low a grades. He dipped below that 2.0 line where you got to stay 2.0 or above, and he had to raise his grades a week. He missed that week, and Carson Beck's blind side was more open than with Tristan Colon playing guard for the Lions, and that's pretty open.
Yeah, I'd say Miami did a lot of things that Indiana gave the blueprint on how to beat Ohio State when they played them the first time. When Indiana played Ohio State the first time,
Yeah.
you got to get after the quarterback, make him make mistakes, which he did in the Indiana game. Indiana sacked him as many times. Miami sacked him as many times as Indiana did.
Yep.
They both had 5 sacks,
Absolutely. And
and it forced
contain
them on that
Kenyatta
pick 6.
and contain Kenyatta Jackson Jr. on that left side. And they did
Mm-hmm.
that because Magoa was in.
Yep.
You know, I could care less if we win or lose this game anymore. Because because more than likely the Vikings are going to win facing a third string quarterback in Clayton Tune. Well, I was actually going to ask B that because that was one of my topics yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, I did have a list about actually of all the people that they had.
Do I think Tyson? Probably not. He's a top 5 rated quarterback out of the quarterbacks right now. I think Ty Simpson is going to enter the draft. He's just staying in right now because they still got a bowl game. But Angelo,
Oh, there you go.
Raymond,
There you go.
Amik Robertson, Levi Omuzariki, Roy Lopez, Marcus Davenport, Josh Pascal, Grant Stewart, Daniel Thomas, Avante Maddox, Al-Qadim Muhammad, Awasika, Allen, Cunningham, Ezekiel Turner, Rock Yassin, Shane Zylstra, Jamarco Jones, which I can't believe he's still on this list because Jamarco Jones was medically waived to start the season. Remember that, BA?
Mm-hmm.
And Malcolm
Well, I
Rodriguez.
can tell you, Anzalone probably won't be re-signed.
Yep.
Because they've been going back and forth by his contract extension, and they haven't done anything. So I kind of figure he's gone. Khalif Raymond's probably going to be another guy that's going to be hitting the streets. Levi will be gone. Marcus Davenport will be gone. Josh Pascal, I don't see them re-signing him either. They got to get rid of some of this dead weight they got on this team. I would re-sign Grant Stewart because he's a great special team guy.
And Roy Lopez, he by far.
Yeah, Roy Lopez. Yeah, that's why I skipped his name because I feel they're going to re-sign him anyway.
Yeah, Avante Maddox. I think he needs to come back. Myself, he did very well. He did very well filling in the gap.
They're probably going to sign Muhammad.
Oh yeah.
Asawika.
I think he's gone.
I don't know,
but he is good. Depth.
He might be.
He is good.
They need to retain. They really need to retain Zach Cunningham. He didn't really get because when he was playing, he was off the charts. So if they keep him, they're definitely going to get rid of Panzalone because that's just like trading one veteran for another. Ezekiel Turner, get rid of his ass too. I don't even know why they keep him on this damn roster. That guy sucks. Rocket Sin.
I will also bring him back. Yep, I bring him back, and
Zystra needs to come back too.
Yes.
Malcolm Rodriguez.
I'm questionable about him, but usually when they're coming back off of that ACL, it's year 2 when they break out. If it's a 1-year prove it deal like they tried to do with Levi, I'm okay with it. If it's long term, I'm not.
Kyle Allen, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do about the backup quarterback spot. I have a feeling that in these next 2 drafts, they're going to draft a quarterback only because of that situation. I mean, Kyle Allen is okay, but if we get to our backup quarterback, we're through anyway. But I mean,
right.
I don't trust Kyle Allen in those situations. I need somebody with a more stable resume. Mm-hmm. I don't know who they'll get.
I'll tell you who I don't want. Carson Wentz. Yeah,
Hutchinson is another guy.
Hutchinson will be resigned just because he's a rookie and he was injured to start the season, and they signed him back. They did it the way they did so they could get him to not count against the roster. Basically, and let him practice. I hope they let him play this week. I've been calling for it for 6 weeks now to let him get in ever since he got re-signed.
Yeah, I don't know what Lions do some crazy stuff sometimes, dude. I don't understand their.
But Kyle Allen is an 8-year vet that's never done anything as a starter the 2 years he was a starter.
Well, he is better than Hooker.
I know, but I still don't like him. I mean, he's a career backup, which is what all Hooker will ever end up being if he develops ever.
Yeah.
Hooker was never really given the snaps to develop. He got to play with us a couple of preseasons, but he never really got enough snaps to develop as a QB. So it is what it is. I hope he goes to the UFL because I think that'll help him a lot to actually get in there and play snaps in 11-on-11 football. I don't think arena football is where he belongs, and I definitely don't think the CFL is where he belongs. But he's a free agent, and I think he will go to the UFL because let's face it, if you use an RPO offense, Hooker's perfect for that. He's not a stand-in-the-pocket quarterback is his problem.
Well, he's on the Jets now, right?
Oh, did they pick him up?
Yep. AG thought they could probably use him. I wouldn't be surprised if they're not playing. Cook is okay, but I wouldn't be surprised if they use Hooker today. I don't use Hooker this week.
Teddy Bridgewater has been in and out on retirement so often the last 2 years. I don't want anybody that's going to retire before the season starts and then come back if you're going to make the playoffs. And we still don't know if Baker's playing this week. He's still questionable with his ankle. He's been limited in practice all week. Teddy Bridgewater has been the full one.
I think Baker plays. It's an important game. They got to win the game.
Arena football is shown on Spike TV every now and then, and it's also on another network. But yeah, it's still a thing. There's like 18 different arena football leagues out there.
Actually, they just started arena football back up because they had a hiatus for about a good 5 years, I think it was. Yeah,
know
somewhere around there. And then they just reestablished the Arena Football League. So
there's
yeah, Grand Rapids has got one. I think Detroit's even got one.
it's Saginaw.
But
Saginaw has one. The Stink.
mm-hmm.
I know Saginaw's got a team.
And they got different levels of arena football too, like a Division 1 and a Division 2 kind of thing going on now.
I agree with you, Austin, that's what it was. He was ring chasing. Yep, Grand
Who's
Rapids
that?
Rampage, Bridgewater. He's been ring chasing.
Yep.
That's why he signed with the Lions last year. That's why he signed with Tampa Bay this year. He was ring chasing. Because, he's a career backup at this point.
See if they have a chance.
Yeah, the St. Louis Battlehawks, they had a chance, but they couldn't beat Michigan Panthers last year in the playoffs.
Which is no more. So the UFL sucks.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm out on the UFL this season. I think we need to do both. I think we need to sign a vet and draft one. If you can't sign a vet, then Logan James, he should be our second round pick. The kid out of Iowa.
One of the free agents out there is Baltimore center Lindenbaum.
But they have that 2 weeks to re-sign him first before he hits.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna throw some money at his ass. Throw some money at him. He'd be a great center.
If he's a free agent and we clear up the cap like we should by restructuring, I personally think it should be Aleem and Goff that gets restructured. Because I don't mind Goff being here longer the way he's been playing 3 years in a row. Do you, BA?
Mm-hmm. No, I my stance on Goff. I think he's top 5 quarterback in the league. Even though I got to hear all the crap I hear all the time about him.
I know. I'm not going to rebuttal on that. I've tried. Yep. I've refrained from making comments on people's posts, but got accused of it the other day. I haven't accused of what? That I was calling people stupid for bashing Goff, and I said I didn't do that. Yeah. But we're going to have to restructure Goff and probably clear somewhere between 18 and 25 million by the restructure, because I don't think he's going to go below 45 million a year. That's just me. I think he's earned that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree, BA?
Mm-hmm. Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Ratledge was fine at right guard. He was probably our best interior offensive lineman this year. There you go. It's hard to be good when your center sucks and your left guard sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, either way, they lost. They didn't make it to the finals.
Yeah, the Michigan Panthers are no more, so it don't make a difference.
Yeah, Michigan's out.
Idiots. Now that's some stupid people there. We're going to put them in marketplaces that don't have football. Well, do they make any money? They're not generating any money. That's how you destroy your league. Yep. Michigan set the record for attendance like so many times during the UFL seasons. I'm not getting.
Last year they definitely did. The year before they were up in the top 5.
Yep. I mean, he's to tell you, Austin, he's still an MVP in my book because he still get those numbers. He's one of the top 3 quarterbacks out there with the stats.
My 1A and 1B for offensive MVPs this year is Jahmyr Gibbs and Goff.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't say which one's A or which one's B. Do you agree with that assessment, BA?
I kind of Jahmyr did have a good season, but near the end of the season, he wasn't trying to. He didn't make an. He wasn't showing me he can make some lanes for himself. I gotta give him. I gotta give him a pass on that one. I think he did good when the offensive line there was good play calling by Moore, and he was doing very well at that time. He was tearing it up. He had a couple good games with Dan, but that was against bad defenses. So.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I know, Fred. I know you. I was doing that too. That shit. I call them stupid because they are. It's moronic. You don't know football if you're not. If you think Goff is the problem with this team.
But I'm gonna name two names that dealt with the same amount of pressure in their team success this year. You want to know who they were?
Yeah, we
Lamar
had this
Jackson
conversation.
and Patrick Mahomes.
There you go.
One is
And
six
where
and
they
10,
at?
the other one's 8-8, just like us. Oh, you're talking about the Battlehawks. I'm not trying to talk UFL right now, buddy.
Yeah, Battlehawks were a good team though.
Yeah, Battlehawks have great attendance. That's why they got to stay, but it's also because they don't have an NFL team. If
Yeah.
St. Louis was an expansion team this year for the NFL, guess what? They'd have lost their expansion. So for me, I'm going to say Ray Lopez, Avante Maddox, Daniel Thomas, because of how he played in special teams. I would consider bringing him back on an NFL minimum for a year. Zach Cunningham, of course, to see if he can come back from injury. Rock Yassin, Shane Zylstra, and Malcolm Rodriguez on a 1-year prove it deal type thing. I wouldn't do anything big. I wouldn't sign him to no 8 million. And I'm also out on giving El Kadim Muhammad 8.5 million too. I I understand that's what journeyman, good producing defensive ends get, but he's only had one season like this, and I want to see it be go further. So I would actually like to see him somewhere between 4.5 and 6 million. That's me. Do you agree with that, BA?
Yep. Yes, I do. Goff is fine. Yeah, the offensive line needs to be fixed. I do. I think what it is, people don't understand that Goff is a play action quarterback. He is the best play action quarterback in the league. But when you take one of those elements away, which is a running game, he has to actually be a quarterback, a regular quarterback, and people are not used to that. So he makes some. He's got dirt some passes sometimes because it's not working well with the receivers. The receivers are not getting open as much. So
Let me look
it is
at
what it is.
offensive guard free agents in 2026. Yeah, there we go. 2026 guard free agents on Spot Track, bringing it up. At 29.8, Braden. He's a right tackle. Why is he listed at guard? I guess he played some guard this year. But Braden Smith from Indianapolis, Joe Batono, but he's going on 35 years old. Wyatt Teller, who's going on 32. Kevin Zietler again, which I don't know if he retires or they let him walk because he did very well for Tennessee, even though they didn't have team success. Evan Neal, the guy that can't stay healthy with the Giants. He's on it going into a second contract at 25. John Simpson, who's going to be 29 from the New York Jets. Also from the New York Jets, the tackle / guard I wanted in the draft a couple of years ago, Elijah Vera Tucker. Remember him, B? He's going to be an
Yep.
unrestricted free agent. Robert Jones, who's going to be 27 out of Dallas. Zion Johnson, the guard from LA Chargers. The other guard, Trevor Penning. Both of them are very good. I don't know if they can afford to keep both of them with the way their salary cap is. One of them's going to stay, one's going to go.
Well, guards,
Cole
I'm
Van
not worried about. We
Lannon,
need
who's been
backups
doing
for
very
those
good for Jacksonville.
positions. I would think more that we need backups for the guards that we have right now because I'd start Frazier and Ratledge next year. Center is what we need. We need like a veteran center and then draft a center. So then that way he can play behind.
Breaking news, Giovanni Manu stays on the IR. He did not pass his physical today. But that doesn't matter because Taylor Decker was practicing. Panay Sewell is the only one that hasn't practiced, and that's due to his ankle that got rolled up on in the Minnesota game.
And Tristan Colon too. He's another guy that hasn't been
And
practicing.
Tristan Colon hasn't been practicing, and Aleem McNeil. That's the three that are out. Alex
Happy
Anzalone
New
returned to
Year.
practice.
Go Pack
He
Go.
hasn't cleared. He hasn't cleared concussion protocol. The third concussion protocol test. He cleared the first two, so he was able to practice yesterday. We're going to need a guard, is all I'm getting at. Ed Ingram of Houston is another good young one that we could look at. Liam Eichenberg from the Rams, he's been decent. Dylan Reduns of New Orleans, another guy I wanted in the draft 4 years ago. I don't
I
want to
think
bring back
center and
Elvis.
tackle are about more important areas. I think guard should be backed up positions. Like I said, they need to get Frazier in there. Frazier, I'm not so bad about having him start because he's a road grader. And Tate's got a year under him too. So that's
And
good.
he kind of improved all year.
Yeah.
If you actually look at his numbers during this bad stretch that we've been 3-5, he's been great. It's everybody else on the interior line that's been the problem. He's still lacking a little in pass protection, which is something they said coming out of college. He's still working on his footwork, which has improved, but he hasn't been giving up a sack for 4 straight weeks. So,
well, traditionally guards are blocking for the running back anyway because that's where the running back needs to go through. So, I mean, I'm not really. As long as they got some kind of, if they can hold for a couple of seconds, they'll be fine.
I don't know if you saw my latest mock draft yesterday, but that was yesterday's. That's where I went.
Logan Jones and Jalen Kilgore. You've had both of them before.
Yep, and Judge Collier and Kendall Daniels. Those are kind of like my go-tos. And I'm liking Tariq Sapp more and more. The more I read on him, the more I watch game film, I'm liking him more and more. Even though Florida had an awful season overall, he was a standout there. And for all the Lions fans,
Happy New Year, damn it.
if we were going to sign one to be a starter out of all of those, for me, I actually named a couple others that you didn't. Dylan Parham, yeah, I don't want him. He's been awful for the Raiders. Dalton Risner is one from the Bengals, and it would only cost us $2.3 million to get him. That's his average. I like you double on offense. We have to, and we kind of have to get some linebackers for depth.
Bengals. Hey, Nick, Bengals will fire Zach because they're stupid. That's why they have to. I mean, Zach is in a bad position with Cincinnati right now because their front office isn't giving anything for Zach to work with,
especially
defensively. He is the one that's supposed to get that team ready. So ultimately, he is going to be the one that takes the fall because you can't fire the GM. I mean, you can't fire the owner. A GM could get fired too, though. So that's the other thing. They need to fire him because he sucks.
What do you think of the guys that Bill named there? He asked BA.
Who do I feel about the Woo?
Evan Neal, Matt Pryor, Cole Strange, Dylan Parham.
I like Cole Strange. I'm not too Evan Neal.
He's been too injured.
Yeah.
Who is the GM? I don't even know who the GM of the Bengals is anymore. I know who the assistant GM is of the Browns, former GM of the Lions, Boobs Quinn.
That's why they're the Browns. Yeah, I don't know who the GM is, Nick, but I'm sure he needs to get fired. He does. He's the one that's not doing anything to help. He's the reason why Burrow is feeling the way he is right now. They need to get a defense to help him out.
In an offensive line.
Yeah. I mean, the offensive line, the trenches in general, they have to fix.
Yes.
But I mean, they got to get a little bit out the offensive line. They might be in big demand for some of these free agents we're talking about in the offensive line. So watch out for that. So that could be a good OC. Yep.
Connor, here's the guys that I like for center that are coming up. Connor McGovern of Buffalo. Tyler Linderbaum of Baltimore, we know. Cade Mays out of Carolina, who's been doing a great job for them. He's a UFA. Danny Pinter for the Indianapolis Colts. God, the Saints are losing both of their centers. They're going to re-sign one of them. Austin Schlottman, no, he gets injured too much for the Giants. I don't like Sean Ryan. We see him give up at Green Bay a lot. Andre James, center. Boy, the whole interior offensive line of the LA Chargers is free agents this upcoming season.
Oh, that's not good. Not for Stafford. Yeah, Cole Strange. I like Cole Strange. I think he's just bad situation in New England because they got offensive linemen there that are getting injured is not a good thing though for Cole. Maybe if he stayed, they would have signed him immediately, but I think they just Cade is your center and Madden. Okay.
Cade May, I like Cade May. I like him a lot. I like him coming out of college at Tennessee. I was hoping that we'd have did the Jake Rudock thing that draft, get Hendon Hooker, and then turn around and grab Cade May and have them together in the same because of that communication and that chemistry. I think that might have helped too. Because if your starting center in college comes with you, we saw what Jake Rudock did that preseason with Graham Glasgow playing at guard and center. He flourished as a backup that year behind Matt Stafford. But he didn't get the chance to play because Stafford is Stafford. He just doesn't get hurt a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And right now we got a guy that gets hurt less even than Stafford. And people don't realize it. They sit there and they talk about Goff like he's brittle. I don't get it.
The people they don't know what they're talking about. And what's sad? It's a lot of Lions fans that do that. Bandwagon fans, Lions fans, people who don't know football. It's just all accumulates into one big ignorant party for that.
There's at least 20 teams in the NFL that would probably give up a first or a second and a third to trade for Jared Goff right now. And all of them picking in the bottom 5 except for maybe New York Giants because they got Jackson Dart, who looks like he might be the guy right now.
I mean, I'm just
saying, if you look at that, out of the bottom teams that have good quarterbacks, is Tennessee Titans good? No. I doubt they're happy with Cam Ward, and they probably would take a guy like Jared Goff to let Cam Ward develop another year. I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't think the season for Titans is Cam Ward's fault. He's got nobody around him. He's making people actually. That one receiver that's gotten that one rookie receiver, he has like 1,000. I think he's like the first rookie or something like that in Tennessee Titan history. That dude is he's good. I like him. What's his name? DK?
No, it's not
DK. Yeah, DK. Yeah, that's his name, DK. And he's playing really good. And he's somebody that just came up out of nowhere. He's a rookie receiver. So yeah, he hasn't missed.
He missed 2 games in 2021 where we played our backup during that 3-1 run at the end of the season. That was when
he was a backup to the situation.
We had Tim is a boil on my ass play one game and David Blow play the other. I say Blow.
It's amazing. Both those quarterbacks are still employed.
David Blow actually, I think, retired this year, and he's going to become a quarterback's coach, is what I read. Because he was like the 4th string backup for Washington.
Yeah, I
But
know. I know.
Tim Boyle is still in the league somewhere.
Yeah.
Down with coffee number 1. I love having backup.
Oh, actually, he is a assistant. He's already a coach. He's a assistant
David Blau?
quarterbacks coach for the Washington. Yep.
Yeah. He retired and became an assistant quarterbacks coach. That's what I was saying. I heard that's what he was doing.
Yeah. He's
2 OC names, coach. In my opinion, that would fit the Lions. Todd Monken. I don't want Jim Bob Cooter back. Matt Nagy, no. Brian Dable and Antonio Pierce, maybe. Todd, 3 of those names, yes.
Jim
2,
Bob
definitely
Cooter.
not. Jim Bob Cooter, the best part he has is his name.
Mm-hmm. Matt Nagy, no.
Matt Nagy, no.
No, because you can sit there and say, "Oh, well, he's doing really good in Kansas City." Well, that's because he doesn't run often. Yeah, and he recalls the plays. Brian Daboll, no,
maybe.
I'm not. I don't want him either. I don't want any of these guys on here. To tell you the truth, I need somebody a little bit better.
I think Zach Taylor or Josh Gannon, if either one of them get fired, I'd be more in on them.
Well, Josh Gannon's more of a defensive coach, isn't he?
No, he was an offensive coach. His older brother's Rich Gannon.
Yeah,
he's an OC. He was an OC in college.
Nah, I don't want Josh. I don't want him because that offense ain't doing too much in Arizona either. But I do like Zach. Who else is going to be out there? Kevin Stefanski. He's a good offensive coach. Because he'll be fired too because he's not going to get along in there.
The rumor is Josh Gannon's gone after the season. It's his 3rd year and they've done nothing.
Yeah, he's actually gotten worse and he's gotten better players over that course of time. He shouldn't be having this problem. See,
it doesn't help, but similar to what happened to us, the O-line can't stay healthy. Their running backs couldn't stay healthy.
What's up, Big Drew?
Big Drew, congratulations on being in first place of the North.
Yeah, if the Dolphins would depart with Mike McDaniels, I think he'd be a good offensive coordinator too.
But they're not.
They're not.
After beating the Steelers, they're not losing them. Did you see who they hired to bring in to help them fix stuff?
Yeah,
that one just came up.
Troy Aikman.
Yep, Troy Aikman. Do I think Shane Steichen gets canned? No. He should, but no.
No, I don't think he should either.
Jonathan Gannon coaches the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Now, if we decide to go vet at tackle, let's go left tackle. The first one that's young that's going to be a free agent possibly is Spencer Buford out of San Francisco.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What?
Jonathan Gannon was a defensive coordinator. He's never been an offensive coordinator. He was a defensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, good. I'm glad you'll be back for Lions Fan Cave Chat, sir, and you can talk about your Pampers, too.
What's up, Will?
Good to see you, Will.
Happy New Year to you, brother.
Left tackle free agents, because I'm looking for youth as well as vet presence. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hire somebody that's going to be in and out.
Yeah.
Because, that unless you're drafting one in the first round, then that works. But if you're not, it doesn't. Does that make sense what I said there, B?
Mm-hmm.
So if you plan on drafting one, then yes, any of them, Cam Robinson, Kelvin Beachum, DJ Humphries. But Spencer Buford is the first one that's young. He's been the guy that's been going in when Tristan Williams gets hurt for San Francisco. Joseph Noteboom of Baltimore is going to be a free agent. Justin Skule, no, he's a backup. He hasn't been good for Minnesota at all. Fred Johnson of Philadelphia, he's the backup as well. Hakeem Adeniji, the guy that goes in whenever Guyton gets hurt for Dallas, has not been good, so I'm out on him. The Tennessee O-line's been trash at the tackle position. The Jets O-line's been trash at the Texans. Austin Decklis, the guy that came in when Slater got hurt, he's actually played really well this year. That's somebody I would consider from the Chargers.
Yeah,
Veteran low.
Decker, I have a feeling Decker's going to retire, so we need to find a tackle, a right tackle, because I'm sure they're going to swing Penny over on that side. Yeah, I mean there's going to be all kinds of stories of where these guys are going to go, and I agree with you, Nick, but I don't think they're going to fire their head coach. I think that's not going to happen.
Do I think they need to? Probably. They need a reset.
Yeah, they probably do need to. I think Packers fans would probably say they need to. Kind of like the same instance with John Harbaugh in Baltimore. Everybody wants him fired too, but
the AFC North needs a complete reset of coaches. If you really think about it, the way they played this year,
all of them are on the hot seat.
Yep,
and they all
every
should
single
be.
One of them. Yeah, they should be. I mean, 8-8 for John Harbaugh with King Henry running the ball, and this is the first game he ran more than 25 touches since week 3.
And that's his fault because he's a coach and he's supposed to know how to run that guy. I don't understand him.
Yeah,
he's stupid.
You got Derrick Henry, kind of and yes, during the first 3 weeks he had fumbling issues, and I understand going away for a couple of weeks to let him get his head right, type of thing. But you're talking he went away from him for 15 straight weeks.
But see, the thing about John, it's not even that. It's the fact that they don't run when they get in the playoffs. They abandon the run. I'm not understanding that whole situation either. That's what they did last year with Derrick Henry. They abandoned a run, and that's the reason why they lost.
The first quarter, they came out like gangbusters. King Henry was running all over Buffalo. Then they sat him down, and they fell apart.
I don't know, John Gruden. I think John Gruden's not going to be in that position because he's suing the NFL. So
yeah. John Gruden won one case, and that was to release the emails. He did not win the suit for wrongful termination from the NFL yet. So as long as that's in there, and also Brian Flores that has that in his, that's not settled either. Neither one of them can be a head coach till those court cases are settled. So defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator is all either one could be. And actually Gruden, because he's suing the entire NFL, not just 4 or 5 teams like Flores, he can't even. I think the only thing he can be is an advisor.
Yeah, he'd be a good college coach. I think that's where he's going to have to go if he's going to be a coach of anything. Yeah,
but
I don't know if Jim Schwartz will make they're going to make him the head coach. I mean, he does have experience.
He has the experience in Detroit. I think he got a raw deal at the end of his contract because that team was decimated with injuries when we went 8-8 and they let him go.
And they picked up Jim Caldwell after that.
I'll tell you what, there's a chance that they're saying even the Bills coach, if they go one and done in the playoffs this year, he might get canned, is what I'm hearing, which means the whole coaching staff would become available. But I would love Joe Brady. Joe Brady is an offensive coordinator I'd love to see here because he's a run-first coach. If you look, he utilizes the run, not just Josh Allen. Josh Allen does most of his runs off script. They are not designed plays. Because
as long as they fit in with what the offensive main scheme is, which is play action passing. So the run has to be established, yes, but that means the offensive line has to be strengthened, and you have to call more plays on the run and use Montgomery more, unlike somebody that's calling the plays right now is not doing. So I'm just saying, I think Joe Brady will get the best of both running backs in that situation and help Goff get back to his old, play action type quarterbacking. That'll help the Lions out great.
Keys to the game this weekend. You want to know what it is for me? Get to Caleb and don't let him escape the pocket. You leave, and when you contain him and leave him in the pocket, he plays hero ball.
I heard that the Eagles aren't going to be starting a lot of their players. I don't know if that's true or not.
And if that's the case,
then Chicago don't need to either.
Right. And that means automatically that, and doesn't Philly play at 1:00? I got the schedule.
Yeah, I think Detroit. Yeah, Detroit plays at 4:20. I think Detroit plays at 4:25.
Yeah, we play at 4:25. Oh, they do too. They play the Washington. Oh, they're playing the Foreskins.
Yeah, but I mean, just sit there, guy. I mean, hey, they're still playing for their professional life, so it's a good chance for everybody to be assholes at this point of the season.
My thing is, just let the defense actually cook for a change, which means can sustain a few drives on offense too, because they need their rest between drives. We've seen it all year. Aiden Hutchinson had his most productive game versus Minnesota in a while, and guess why? He only played 80% of the snaps. That's only slightly above the elite starters in the NFL. Everybody else plays like 70 to 75% of the snaps. He played 82 to be exact last week versus Minnesota, which means what? He was a little more rested. He was able to do more throughout the game. That's the key to Aiden Hutchinson. Not have him out there 95% of the fucking time.
Yeah. And line him up in all different spots too. They got to start treating him like Micah Parsons a little bit.
The last 3 weeks, they've been lining him up all over.
That's why he's been getting all them sacks.
Right.
He's been coming from different areas. I mean, that'll work. I mean, I'm not really worried about Aiden Hutchinson, to tell you the truth. I think he's doing a fine job. It's just that the rest of that, again. I mean, Muhammad needs to come up not skip every 3 games and come in there and get 3 sacks. Come on, man, be consistent. If he can be consistent, dude, we wouldn't have to worry about looking for another defensive end because he'd be the guy.
You want to hear something crazy? Do you know what Bill Belichick's first job in the NFL was? Assistant special teams coordinator of the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody knows that. And then he became, the defensive coordinator of the Browns before he was made head coach, right? After he left off?
He went to the Giants first.
He went to the Giants under
Bill Parcells.
And then he went to the Browns and became head coach. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But he started out as a linebacker. He was a linebackers coach.
The Giants, yeah.
Yeah, he was linebackers coach 1 year and then defensive coordinator the next year for the Giants. And then 2 years later, he went to Cleveland. And then Cleveland becomes the Baltimore Ravens, and he no longer had a job.
Bill, we're not getting – Bill Belichick is not an offensive coordinator. He's a defensive coordinator, and the hell we ain't getting him as an offensive coordinator. That's the reason why he had –
Josh McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels, yeah.
Bruce Arians. What was the other guy? The Bill guy, Bill O'Brien. That was his offensive coordinator. Any one of those guys, 100% I'd take him as an offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Because as an offensive coordinator, they're great. As a head coach, no. And another one that's out there that is a free agent right now as far as head coaches that are former offensive coordinators, Bill Callahan.
Yeah, Joe Brady was on. He was the passing game coordinator and wide receivers coach at LSU when Burrow was there.
Yep.
So, yep.
Yeah, Joe Brady, he's a great OC. Yeah, I 100%. And I think he's getting a head coaching job for one of the vacancies that are coming up myself. I
wouldn't be surprised, mentioning that fact that he has worked with Burrow, and if they fire Zach, he might go there.
And I would take Zach Taylor as an offensive coordinator in a heartbeat here in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to get.
Zach is
look
competent.
Look at the running backs he's had. Has he had great? No, he's had very good running backs that he turned into great.
Well, he had Mixon. Mixon was really good for a while, and then they got
But
rid of Mixon. And I got Chase Brown. Chase Brown is doing pretty good.
oh, we all did. And you know
Yeah.
who I'm mad about? That William Clay Ford refused to give a job when he was ready to have a last hurrah as a head coach. William Clay Ford. He told Tony Dungy no.
Mm-hmm. Because
Tony,
all these coaches want control of certain things, and he wasn't going to give them control of
yep.
nothing.
And
It's the
Bill
same with
Cowher was
Bill
another one.
Parcells. Yeah,
Bill
Bart
Cowher was
Parcells is another guy.
Bill
Yeah.
Cowher was another one that wanted to coach Detroit. Josh
Yeah.
McDaniels as an OC,
Oh,
100%.
hell yeah. He's not a
He's
good head coach, but he's a hell of an offensive coordinator.
because he's the bigger reason why Tom Brady was Tom Brady than anybody else. He was the first OC there.
He's the reason why Drake May is Drake May right now.
Yep, because he's the OC for Vrabel.
Mm-hmm.
God, when he was a free agent after the Raiders debacle, I was like, man, we should just grab him now. If Ben Johnson's gone, grab him now. And we didn't do it. I wouldn't want Matt Patricia in the NFL if you paid me. Did you see the way
You're being funny. You're being funny, aren't you?
he's a DC anyways?
Yeah.
He was the defensive coordinator for
overrated
Ohio
you.
State
Yeah, overrated you who just got beat.
twice. In the last 2 times they played, what happened? They played against Indiana in the Big Ten championship. Indiana went all over their ass. Beat them by the same score that Michigan beat them last year.
Ohio State didn't play anybody this season. I
No.
keep trying to tell people that. We played Texas. As is Texas in the college football playoffs? Hell no. That don't count for nothing.
Yes, he does. I agree. And you can think, whether you want to believe it or not, Dan Campbell holds people accountable here in Detroit, too. There's a reason why we see an exodus of players every year. Yeah, he's hired as their OC.
Good old Chip.
Well, we are up against it. It's time to review the division, BA.
Oh, well,
It
we got to do
sucks
it.
to have to do it this way, but it's got to be done.
Start at the bottom, man. Just so we can get our name out there.
8-8. Lost on Thanksgiving again. Because we got skull fucked. We got skull fucked by the Vikings.
Yep.
They're 8-8 also. 9-6-1. FTP. Fuck the Packers.
That's right. First round exit.
And at 11-5, possibly going to be 12-5 after this week. It's the Chicago Bears.
Good luck to them.
And we're live out of Flint, where the water's shit, but the tires are good.
Yep. You're right, Nick. Alabama shouldn't have been one of those playoff teams. Should have been Notre Dame. I don't think Notre Dame would have beat Indiana either, but
No.
yeah, Indiana is like,
I'm still pissed at Notre Dame for telling their players, we're going to take our toys and stay home and not go to the bowl game.
Yeah, that wasn't a good move for them, I don't feel. Hey, there's Dad.
Smoking Dad. There we go. Almost in groove. I want to thank everybody for watching. There's 64 of you across Lions Nation and Vikings Nation and Bears Nation watching us right now because we're going live into Ken the Bear Fans Twitter, Rob Haspel, Sir Rocker via VWO, my channel, Main Event Mike's channel, the Huddle Sports Network. It's great to see you. Michael, you made it.
Mike.
I had a lot of fun last night with Adam and Rich talking football. We did talk about the Pro Bowlers that got in for the finalists. There they are. I'm pissed that Lomas Brown or Billy Sims isn't in there, but let me get the comments off.
But these are good. These are good.
I'm going to get the comments off the screen so you can see them.
Yeah.
I'm going to start at the bottom. Marshall Yanda, I don't know if he gets in year one. Darren Woodson should, but I don't think he gets in this year. Jason Witten, because he was a dominating tight end of his time, I think he gets in. Adam Vinatieri, Mr. Clutch, should get in, but he's a kicker, and they tend to disregard him. Reggie Wayne, he had Marvin Harrison across from him in his best productive years. Kevin Williams, standout defensive tackle for Minnesota for about a decade. He'll get in eventually, but I don't think he gets in this time. Eli probably will because of his last name and beating Brady twice, not because he was a great quarterback in the regular season. Luke Kuechly probably does deserve to be in because out of the 8 years he played, he was a second-team All-Pro twice and a six-team All-Pro 6 times. 6 times first-team All-Pro. Not Pro Bowler, All-Pro. That's a bigger deal than Pro Bowler. If he'd have played longer than 8 seasons, he would be a shoe-in first ballot. I don't know if he gets in this ballot. Torrey Holt should get in because this is his last year of eligibility before he has to go to the veterans bring up. Frank Gore, longevity-wise, yes. As a player, he wasn't great. He was just good to average. He had a couple of great seasons. Larry Fitzgerald is definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Brees as well. Willie Anderson, who was a tackle back, he's number one up there. He started at the end of Ickey Wood's career and then went on and all the way to Andy Dalton, a guy that played 12 years with the same team. And as good as he was,
and he was a very good
I think he was an 8-time All-Pro himself.
Mm-hmm.
But Drew Brees, 100%.
Oh,
first ballot Hall of Famer.
Brees and Fitzgerald are going in automatically.
And
you know,
the guy
I kind of like Kuechly.
The guy right there in the middle at the top, the reason why I haven't mentioned him is because he will be sitting all 5 years and wait for the vet board to try and get him a lick in there because he wasn't good at all. He had 1 All-Pro, 2 Pro Bowls in a 9-year career. If he had Barry Sanders type of Pro Bowl and All-Pro type stuff, yes, but he was not that guy.
I wouldn't be surprised if Adam Vinatieri didn't get in.
If he doesn't get in this year, I say he gets in next year.
Yeah, he's one of the best kickers, one of the best clutch kickers in the NFL and NFL history. So I think
it is a shame about Jim Plunkett.
Yeah,
Jim
Plunkett needs to. What the hell?
Yep. Terrell Suggs. He's another one of those guys that had a career like Kuechly, but much longer. I think he might get in if nobody else deserves it as a first ballot, but he will get in by year 3 of nomination.
I remember some of those years he spent with Ray Lewis too. So,
and he was still very showing productive. Out.
Yeah, he was still showing.
Who was he with before that? Wasn't he with San Francisco?
I think he was stayed with.
I thought he started out somewhere else.
I think he stayed with. I think he was.
Or was it Miami? No,
so
was he always
played for? No, he played with Kansas. Well, he got drafted. He got drafted by Baltimore. Baltimore drafted him. He stayed for 15 years, and he went to Arizona and to Kansas City same year.
Yeah, that was after that year after he broke his leg, and he just wasn't the same player.
Yeah.
There you go.
I always remember him because of the fact that when The Rock had his Showtime special,
HBO
the football
special,
thing. Ballers. Ballers. He was in. He's always fighting Terrell Suggs all the time. I was like, damn. But
yeah, 15 years at the Ravens and 1 year at the other. If he gets in, it'll be a veterans bring in because he's already been out of the league over 5 years for Jason Hanson. He deserves to get in. He's still the NFL scoring leader, isn't he? Or did he finally get passed?
Oh, I'm sure he got passed by now.
Ed Reed, he was a first ballot. He went in. I'm pretty sure of it, or he's getting ready to go in next year. Ed Reed will get in.
Oh yeah, if Ed Reed don't get in the first ballot, then there's a problem.
Yeah, because he played great for the Ravens and still played great for the Texans when he was there, even though he was on a bad Texas team.
So Most season, the only NFL records he's got right now is the most seasons played with one team, the Lions. Most games played with one team, the Lions. So,
but he had the scoring record, I think, until like
he had it.
Justin Tucker is the one that passed him, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
And now
I think it was him.
Justin Tucker may have cost himself a Hall of Fame bid with everything that happened to him. And my last thing I want to say before we leave, I know. Well,
you're exactly correct.
But 2 Super Bowl rings, he does deserve to be in there. But I'm going to say this right now. How about them Patriots? Right now, they got more guys charged with assault than they got wins against teams over 500. Darrelle Revis, no. I thought he did get in, didn't he?
I don't think he has yet. I'll look him up too. Darrelle Revis.
I'm looking him up right now.
Let's see what he's got. Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He was like a first ballot Hall of Famer, if I remember right.
Yeah, and he should have been.
Yeah, 29 interceptions. LOL Patriots. Yeah, Christian Barrymore is the latest one with an assault charge on him.
That's a domestic assault charge.
Violent thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
But you know what's good? You know what's sad? You know what's sad about that situation? I think they're going to pay more attention to Stephon Diggs' situation because they actually have photos of the damage that he caused the chef. And domestic violence in the NFL, it's a pick or choose kind of thing. You know, the NFL is just, they need to get their stuff together on these punishments because it's like they pick and choose. It needs to be even across the line. Yeah.
And I'm sorry the way Ray Rice got treated. Anybody that did it after him should have got treated the same way.
His wife is still with him too.
And that makes no sense whatsoever. Because he knocked her out. But thanks everybody for watching. Yeah. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. I'm going to say it now. Screw it. Get that 9th win. Beat the Bears.
That's right. Now's a good time. Yeah, Richard Sherman should get in. Yeah, Diggs is.
Have a great day, everybody. VA, shout out your channel before I hit the exit.
One last show for this season, One Ass Cheek, Three Toes on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catch us on there. We're going to be talking season recap, and we're going to be talking with Liz and her Houston Texans, and they're doing good. And we're going to have our own Coach of the Year, who we feel should be Coach of the Year, Rookie of the Year, all that blasé stuff. So catch us.
Have a great day, everybody.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.